Hey everyone and welcome back to some more Civilization 5. So, let's continue where we left off. And I think our next step should be securing some limestone. It's supposed to be a pretty important strategic resource. And the only sources we can see are over here. Or at least there are 3 sources pretty close to each other. So the best way to take over will be just conquering this guy. Our declaration of friendship will expire in around 20 turns. That gives us enough time to prepare. So that's probably what we're going to do next. Meanwhile, let's work on other things. I still want at least one more city, somewhere close to the copper most likely. We already got one wonder that uses limestone, I can show you. Yeah, here it is. Requires 2 limestone. Alright, so let's continue then. We are about to finish burial. Wonder construction started. Yeah, Trollface is building another wonder, alright. And what's going on? We got +5 clay. Okay, thanks. Let's see, what do we want to research next? I think we should go for Chariotry. Especially if we want to go to Warsaw. We do have some horses, so that means we can recruit a few units. Yep, let's go for it. Chariot Maker, Treaty of Kadesh, plus 15% combat strength for units fighting in friendly territory. I mean, we could build that, I suppose, but we'll see. Oh nice, we finished the caravan. Now, who do we want to actually trade with, because that's not such an easy choice. I could trade with Egypt, which is pretty much my only real option. Let's check potential trade routes. Yeah, I mean, we can trade with the other guy, but that requires a sea trade route, and if I plan to attack him, it wouldn't make any sense starting a trade route with him. I guess we'll just trade with Egypt and avoid wars with him for now, unless he declares war on us, which is certainly a possibility. But we can use Sparta, that will be worth a little bit more. Alright, off you go. We can always do an internal trade route as well, but I don't think we really need that. We need gold for unit upgrades and things like that. As for the worker, there's not much else we can explore without open borders. And we can't get open borders right now, so we'll just explore to the east. Alright, more production. What do we want? There are a lot of things that we could use. Prime timber. Maybe. What else can we get? What's this supposed to be? Requires 1 unit of clay and 1 unit of prime timber. Interesting. Mud bricks. Vital to constructing various buildings and wonders. Alright. Well, that sounds quite important, however, I think I'd rather get something else. Not much point building a granary right now, when we have some happiness issues. Extra gold, plus 25% range for land trade routes, plus 1 culture, plus 20% production when building ranged units, that's not bad. Plus 1 culture, plus 1 gold, requires 1 unit of clay. I think we'll go for that one. Seems reasonable, we can use both culture and gold. Alright, let's go for that one. We do have some clay, so that shouldn't be a big problem. It's not showing up on the tooltip, but it's there. Alright, next turn. Mesen won't grow much more, not while we're in negative happiness, but that's okay. What's going on? An epidemic. Not Art City, so I don't care. Plus 1 population. Okay then. We need that pasture, so let's work on that. That will also be plus 1 faith. As for the worker, I'm strongly considering a trading post. I think we'll get that. Where do you think you're going? Can we actually block him? Kind of, but not really. That's a little bit annoying. I could just buy the tile. That's 105 gold. Not too happy about that. But I won't let him start a city. Because he might steal the copper that I want for myself. So yeah. He might still be able to get there, but I hope not. We should definitely recruit a settler as soon as the wonder is done. I hope we'll actually get this wonder. That will be a great combo with the Temple of Artemis. Because we'll get a free shrine, and then we'll get happiness from said shrine. Or shrines. Settler. Alright, and caravan to Egypt. That will do. The settler will probably go here. Assuming mountains aren't blocking the way, but I don't think they are. Probably not. Rebellious, right. We should keep a garrison inside. Like so, and this should probably be a trading post. Alright, sounds good. We can use one trading post. It's fine. And we can explore around here. Our scout doesn't have anything better to do anyway. And let's continue ceremony. This will start a golden age, so that's useful, I suppose. Alright. We need 5 turns to chop the forest. Well, we can speed up the settler. I suppose that's useful. Let's do that. Next, Barbarian encampment. Too far away to care. 3 turns to finish Chariotry. I guess we'll recruit some units after the settler. Probably. Wait, what's going on? Oh, right, barbarians. Alright. That shouldn't be a problem, really. Let's take a look around. I fully expect Egypt to start a city around here. I'm almost surprised they've not done it yet. There are some mountains. Oh, I see why. There are mountains and then there's a barbarian camp blocking the way. Okay. And we got a plague in our capital. I mean, not much we can do about that, really. So, whatever. You guys will have to deal with it. Sorry. That sounds harsh. But that's what it is. Alright, anything else we can do? Not much. A storyteller is almost done, so that's a little bit of extra science. Embassy. I would like to get an embassy from you, but I think it's acceptable. How much will she pay us? Not that much, but we could use the gold, I think. Alright, fine, we'll sell the embassy. It's not like Byzantium is really a problem. 2 more turns to finish the wonder. And we got Chariotry, nice. Alright then. What do we want to research next? Good question. What's actually worth researching? We could get a unit that requires copper. We will be getting copper pretty soon. And then we could actually try to build a Colossus. Possibly. There are quite a few wonders with military bonuses. So bronze working or something else. Calendar. 1 stone required. That's a pretty good one too. That's quite a lot of extra faith. I think I'd like to get that one. What the heck is this? Frankincense, alright. Shrine to Hermes. I do like the altar a lot. That's not a wonder though, that's just a building. But that is quite a lot of extra faith. Requires 1 stone. What does it actually lead to? Let's have a look. Brewing, for example. +1 happiness. Okay. Reveals barley on the map. Interesting. Creates 3 barrels of ale. Alright. So a lot of these texts are about producing one strategic resource from another, or from two other strategic resources. I kind of like that. That's not a mechanic you normally see in Civ. I'm still thinking about what to actually research. Is there any point going for sailing right now? Not really, unless we want epic journeys. Adventurers Guild. I don't think we need that right now. Sheep farming. 1 food. What else? Cattle, sheep, plus 1 food. How many tiles do we even have with sheep? We got one here, so that's 1 city. Okay, we got sheep in 2 out of 3 cities. That might be worth it then. But extra food is not that useful when we're in negative happiness. Might be worth going for brewing. And calendar is still useful on the way. What if we research bronze working? What about dynasty? Loyalty bonus from city connections increased to 20%. That is nice. Requires 2 mud bricks. Alright, but we can get that. Pyramids require limestone. The improvement construction speed increased by 25%. Right. Valley of the Kings requires 2 mud bricks. Plus 300% plundered on capture. That's nice. This is a tough decision. Let's go for calendar and then brewing. Because happiness. Yep, sounds good. And we'll reveal barley. Hopefully there's some somewhere. It might affect our decisions who to attack first. I can always attack Ram. He will likely be harder to conquer, but it's an option. Anyway, production. What do we want here? Let's have a look. Not much point building a granary. Stoneworks. Well, that does produce 3 stone. Might be worth doing. Probably worth doing. Produces 2 copper. Bowmaker, no. We will get units that require copper. We also got some copper to the south, but a little bit of extra copper won't hurt, I guess. Also, prime timber, that is required for a few things, and we don't have any at the moment. And this is, I believe, the only way to get prime timber, from woodcutter. Let's grab the woodcutter, it sounds like we'll need that sooner or later. Alright, next. And we're about to get our wonder, I hope. Yep, we got it, nice. So that's plus 1 happiness per shrine. And we get shrines from Temple of Artemis. So, the settler is next, I suppose. Because I still want that city. It will be a pretty good city. It will be a tough decision where to actually settle it. Because we can't get everything. It cannot be a coastal city, get the copper and the pearls all at the same time. We have to give up one of these 3 things. We have to give up either the copper, the coastal location, or the pearls. We can get the copper and the pearls, but then it would involve settling a non-coastal city, which is probably the best option here. We could settle right here on this tile. I think that's going to be the best location. We will kind of control the choke point. The only downside is that it won't be a coastal city, so we kind of won't get a chance to improve the pearls. Unless we somehow manage to get a workboat there. Or whatever is used to improve these tiles. Is there a workboat? I assume so. Probably. Let's see, I don't know. Hold on. How do you actually improve these tiles? I assumed there's... yeah, there's a workboat, right. I'm just double checking. Well, we'll decide once we get that settler. We could technically settle 2 cities, but happiness will be a problem. So I'm not sure if I want to settle 2 cities all that much. Probably not. Alright, like I said, we'll decide later. Also, I could actually block this choke point with a scout to prevent Egypt from moving a settler through here. Speaking of that settler, he's actually moving through because I moved away. Whoops. We should probably fix that. So block the way. I'm not going to let him settle a city in the middle of my territory. He can still just go north. But I could prevent that too. I won't be able to prevent it forever. And here's another wonder from Ram. Alright. Plague. Yeah, there's not much I can do about the plague. Apparently it gets a little bit easier later in the game. Can we get health from any building in here? I don't think so. Nope. We already got one. That's the well. What can we build? Shrine to Mercury. Creates additional trade route. I think we should recruit some units. Like the chariot archer, you know, that was kind of the point of getting that tech to begin with. We got quite a few melee units, but not a lot of ranged units. Oh, he actually managed to move through. Wait. He can actually move through regardless? What? I don't like that. Well, we might not be able to prevent him from settling that. I could always declare war. I will lose the trade route if I do that. But that might be acceptable. I don't want him starting a crappy city around here. Is there a barbarian camp to the north? Probably. I don't think anyone else killed it. We might want to handle that ourselves. Yeah, this is going to be a tough decision who to attack. I'm not going to let that settler start a city, because that's going to be terrible for us. He might even start a city right here. That's a valid location for a city. So I don't know. I could declare war if I want to. But if I do it right now, I will not be able to kill that guy. But if he starts a city, we should be able to take it pretty easily. We'll see what's going to happen, and then we can decide. If he starts a city right there, I will probably go to war with him. Is there any limestone around here? Not really. Yeah, if I want limestone, I have to either capture Petuaria or whatever, or just settle a city somewhere around here. Which might be a little bit risky, but it's an option. Okay, let's go check out that Barbarian Camp. Okay, so apparently using the strategic map mode is not a good idea. I just crashed to desktop when attempting to do that. I'll try not to. So, this is the autosave. Let's continue. Do we want to try doing something about that settler? It's really tempting, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't have enough damage to kill him right now, so there's not much point. Alright, what about the worker? Yeah, I was going to use the strategic map mode to check where exactly the road is, because it's easier to see that way. But never mind, I suppose. There is a road on this tile, it's just kind of hard to see it. It's mostly because of the shade route. It follows the road. We still need to connect the city, but it might be a better idea to do something else. Well, maybe not. But we are only making 2 gold per turn. It might not be worth building a road to that city. It only has 2 population. I don't actually think it's worth it. We'll do other things. Build a mine. Alright, so let's keep exploring. And we'll wait for that settler. If he starts a city, I'm probably going to declare war. And if this guy moves out of the way, I kind of need him to move out of the way. Yeah, he can move through my units, which is a little bit annoying. He's probably going to start a city somewhere around here. Which means we might want to declare war. Also, Barbarian Camp. Elephant Rider, yeah, I don't think one infantry guardsman will be quite enough. Probably not, no. We'll send at least one more. So what the heck do we do? Declare war? I think we pretty much have to. But let's bring more units perhaps. Yep, we'll bring more units. Alright, next. He can't start a city right now. This is better. This might be enough to kill him. Alright, we'll declare war. I won't let him start a city, especially right here. That would be terrible. Sorry, bro.
And now
Can we ask him to not settle? He's probably not going to listen. Yeah, AI usually doesn't listen. It's safer to just kill that settler. We lost the trade route, but oh well. It's for the greater good. Alright, yeah, we'll find out who's the fool. Let's see. We should have more than enough damage to do this. Yeah, I think so. Yep, it was enough. And we'll get an extra worker. Wait, what? Your infantry guardsman is spreading plague. That's not so good. Yeah, that's not good at all. Here's the plague. Minus 50% defense. May spread this promotion through combat. What? If this unit is garrisoned in a city, it will decrease the plague threshold. Yeah, okay, I don't like that at all. Minus 50% defense is kind of bad. Lost with upgrade. I'll keep that in mind. Let's stay away from that guy. He literally has the plague. Fortunately, it's just one unit. Well, also this guy. Alright. We got the settler. And yep, Barbarian Camp. Stay away from that. And what do we want in Sparta? Let's have a look. Probably the workboat. I think it's about time to grab one. And fisherman's hut. Plus one food. We can get the workboat in 2 turns. We'll grab the workboat, although that might not be such a great idea. Actually, we are still in negative happiness. What about the wonders? Let's have a look. Shrine to Mercury, only 4 turns. Plus 2 faith on stone. Plus 3 production, plus 1 culture. Requires 2 units of stone. Plus 1 happiness, plus 2 faith, plus 5 food. That's pretty good. I don't think we care about loyalty right now. Grants the mobility promotion to all units that are built in the city. Plus 2 copper. It's a pretty tough decision. Oh, actually I know, we should build the chief's hut. Especially since we got a bonus for it. From our policies. Yep, this one. So that's kind of a no-brainer actually. We should also build that in our other cities. Can we do that here? Does it have a requirement? I don't remember. Oh, it can only be constructed in the capital. Alright, that makes sense. Fine. Be that way. What do you want? You want to buy our resources? No, I don't think so. I'd rather keep them. We will get some culture for killing the great general, if we can actually do it fast enough. We got calendar, so that unlocks a few things. Requires 1 unit of stone and produces frankincense. Shrine to Hermes. Plus 2 units of olive oil. Requires 1 unit of stone. There are so many dependencies. And I'm not quite familiar with them just yet. Anyway, the plan was to go for brewing and grab some barley. Assuming we got some nearby. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, we'll need 1 more unit to handle that barbarian. Unfortunately. We can send 2 more units. We are at war currently. Don't worry, I did not forget that we declared war on Egypt. We will at least get some great general points out of that. And maybe buy the cow. We probably should, yeah, it's a pretty good tile. And we can improve it right away. Yep, sounds good. And make sure we are working it. Should we really be working it though? Let's see. What's the best we can do? Something like this, I guess. -4. Yeah, that's not so great. -1. Oh, it's going to be at -1 no matter what. Kind of. It's not plagued. Alright. We might want to do something about that. But let's finish the chariot archer. 35% rebellious. Might be a good idea to grab that loyalty bonus at some point. Otherwise, it might be a problem. Sooner or later. Oh yeah, we got attacked. Move away. And we finished the pasture. That took long enough. Looks good. We'll just grab a mine. Next. Oh yeah, the scout. Oh well, that's fine. He did his job. Okay. Let's get some experience, shall we? Shouldn't be too hard. Attack or stay fortified? Probably attack. I wouldn't mind actually taking that city. We can try to do it. From what I checked on the tech tree, the first actual siege unit that we can kind of get is all the way, like halfway through the tree. Where was it? Somewhere around here. Mathematics. That's the one. I don't think there are any siege units before that. At least, I've not found any. But I didn't look through everything in that much detail. But I'm pretty sure that's the first siege unit. So I'm obviously not going to wait for that. We are nowhere close to getting that. We'll see what we can do without siege units. We just need more ranged units. There's the chief's hut. Let's grab at least one chariot archer. I'm a little bit worried about gold, but we can build a few trading posts. I'm almost considering one over here, but that would be a pretty bad tile. We'll get a mine. But we can build a trading post somewhere around here, you know, just in case we'll need it. In case of emergency. We'll probably have to escort that settler, now that we're at war with Egypt. He backed up with the chariot, that makes sense. Yeah, rebellious, 65 turns. I kind of need to keep a unit inside, but I don't want to. And we can finish ceremony, nice one. +4 science. 4 units are maintenance free. Oh yeah, that's going to help quite a lot. There we go. But anyway, I'm going to make a cut here and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.